Hello everybody and welcome to today's tutorial video where I'm going to be showing you how to fix a common problem with Unity's input system. So essentially here's the problem. I'm going to demonstrate this in my twin stick shooter game that I made for a big 4-hour tutorial course up here on YouTube. So anyways, as you can see, just moving around the left stick moves the player as such, and then when we move around the right stick it determines where the player aims. However, you may notice one thing, that if I'm just kind of smoothly moving along in a circle on the joystick, the player will kind of stick to the cardinal directions up, down, left, and right. So you see that he kind of sticks there, and this whole time I'm just moving the stick smoothly. I'm not like pausing on the exact corners or anything like that. And so the reason the player easily sticks to these cardinal directions is it has to do with the way that Unity's dead zones are set up. So I can show you that now. So if we exit out of play mode, go over into our project settings and our input settings, you'll see that, say, for our horizontal axis, you'll see that we have this field here called dead. And if you hover over it, the little tooltip says size of the analog dead zone. All analog device values within this range map to neutral. So right here by default it's set to 0.19. So now when we move our stick on our controller, we're going to get different values for the horizontal and vertical inputs on this particular axis. So for the horizontal, we have -1 this way, 0 is right in the middle, and +1 this way. So what this dead zone does is it basically puts it so values within a small range here basically map to 0. And the reason we do that is because with these physical things like controllers, it's not always going to be on exactly 0, 0. And so it might be slightly to one direction, and then we can kind of start having our player drift around even though we're not touching the stick at all. So these dead zones are a good thing to have. However, the way they're set up in Unity is definitely not ideal. And so I'm going to go ahead and demonstrate that to you now. So let me show you here. This is how we would want our dead zone to be set up. So you can kind of think of this like the stick on the controller. Again, if you're pointing all the way to the right, this is going to be +1 in the x-axis. If you're, say, all the way straight up, this is going to be +1 in the y-axis. And then this kind of thing in the center here, this is where we want our dead zone to be. So if our joystick is a little bit off to one side or another or somewhere in these values, it's going to consider this as 0 input. Now anything outside of here, that's all good. We can have kind of any value in between. We can go wherever we want to go. So this is exactly how we want it to be set up. However, in Unity, it's set up like this. You can already see there's a lot more dead zone. Obviously, this is very exaggerated. You wouldn't have dead zones these wide. But essentially, when you set the dead zone in Unity, it sets it per axis. So we're having both a horizontal dead zone, which is actually this right here, the dead zone that's going vertical. So you can think of it this way. If you start with the stick in the center, you're going to have it right here. And you start moving it to the right, it's going to be in the dead zone, in the dead zone, in the dead zone. And then the idea is that once you cross this line, now you're out of the dead zone, and then now it's starting to map normal input. And so now it's starting to detect input in the horizontal direction. However, it's still in the dead zone of the vertical direction. So even if you start moving the stick up, and we put the stick kind of up to this angle right here, so it should be, pointing our player in the example that I showed a little bit kind of up to an angle like this. However, because it's still in the dead zone for the vertical axis, it's going to map to 0 for the vertical direction. So that's why we get the player aiming just directly to the side, and kind of why it snaps like that. However, if we were to keep moving up and out of here and we get into this area here, this is all free movement area. We're completely moving free back and forth just fine. However, if we come around to here and we go into here, as you'll remember, this is the horizontal dead zone, so it maps the horizontal just immediately to 0, which points our guy straight up. So this is basically what's happening under the hood in Unity, and so now I'm going to show you how to fix it. So the first thing that we want to do is just completely get rid of the horizontal and vertical dead zones. So just go ahead and say 0 on the horizontal. I also am taking in input from my right stick horizontal, so we'll set that to 0 as well. The vertical axis, of course, set that to 0. And then the vertical axis on the right stick we'll also set to 0. And then to fix this, it literally just takes 2 more lines of code. So we can go over to our player controller here, and this is where we're actually getting the input of the player. And then we're going to need to add in one public float variable, and this is going to be for our input dead zone. And so we're going to be setting this value in the inspector so we can kind of configure it on the fly if we'd like to. So down in our get player input function, here's where we actually get the left stick input just by creating a new vector2 using input.getAxis for the horizontal and vertical axes. And after we do that, we just want to check if the left stick input dot magnitude is less than our input dead zone. So basically what this means is this magnitude function here. You can kind of think of it as like the distance from the center. So if our stick is just sitting in the center, it's at 0, 0, we're not putting any input on it, the magnitude is going to be 0. If we're pushing the stick all the way to the side, it can be left, right, up, down, any angle in between, the magnitude is going to be at 1 because that's the maximum distance that it can go. And then of course, if we're like halfway on the stick, then the magnitude is going to be at 0.5. But we just want to check if the input magnitude is less than the input dead zone. So what this means is if we're like barely on the stick, just going a little bit off center and we're still kind of in our dead zone, then this is where this code is going to execute. And in this case, all we're going to do is just set left stick input equal to vector2.0. So basically this just means if we're inside our circular dead zone, we're just going to set it to 0. And then we're going to do the exact same thing with the right stick input. So we'll say if right stick input dot magnitude is less than our input dead zone, we'll set the right stick input equal to vector2.0. And go ahead and save that. So we'll just go back over to Unity, and one thing that we do need to set on our player controller is the input dead zone. So we can use the same value of 0.19 that we used before because that seems to work out pretty well. So we can just go ahead and hit play here. And now that we're in our game, you can see that now when I move the stick, we can move nice and smoothly in any direction. And I'm going past these like up, down, left, right directions, and I'm just going smooth right through them. Now I'm not snapping on them or anything like that. And same thing with moving around. I'm not like snapping my player's movement in any specific direction. I have total freedom of movement here. And of course, when I'm off the sticks, we're in the dead zone, and so I'm not getting any kind of drift from my player. So this is exactly how we want it to be set up. So anyways, that's how you resolve the problem with Unity's input dead zones, so we don't get that weird kind of snapping to these cardinal directions of up, down, left, or right. I know it's something that really confused me when I started developing some kind of twin stick shooter games like this. So anyways, if you found this video helpful and you learned something, make sure you hit that like button. Also feel free to subscribe to the channel for lots more game development content like this one. Of course, if you have any questions for me or suggestions for future videos, feel free to leave those down in the comment section below. And if you want to learn how to make this game that I was kind of displaying here, this top-down twin stick shooter game based off of the game Doom, go ahead and check out the 4-hour tutorial that I made on my YouTube channel. That video goes in depth of making this game front to back. It's going to tell you everything from making main menus to gameplay, UI, all the way to a game over screen, and it's just a really fun time overall. So go check that out if you're interested. But anyways, I hope you all have a fantastic rest of your day, and I'll see you in the next one.